All right. What is going on, Heat fans? Your boy Ernest here, excited because I am back with another Miami Heat Talk video. It's the weekend, guys, Saturday morning. Hope everybody's got a great weekend ahead of them, but it's not a great weekend unless you get some Miami Heat Talk updates. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Now look, last night, free agency started and it was a banger. You saw a lot of offseason transactions. It was a heartbreaker because Miami lost a few players. Today, another few changes have been made for the Heat that I want to break down for you guys. So this morning, we woke up to news. Well, excuse me, after I posted the video last night, about 2 hours later, while I was sleeping, an update was given. So it looks like the Miami Heat have traded Victor Oladipo to the Oklahoma City Thunder for nothing. The Miami Heat get back a $9.4 million trade exception. That's technically not nothing, you guys. Miami can use these trade exceptions to bring in a player, maybe a big man. So now that Miami has $9.4 million, that's actually beneficial to bringing someone in that can help you to be a stretch five. That really helps. We also have that $4.7 million trade exception that we got for the Dwayne Dedmon deal. Now, just an update, you guys. Miami cannot take the $9.4 million and the $4.7 million trade exception and combine them. They have to be used separately. So I just want to give you an update for that. But this is great for the Miami Heat because it does shed some tax implications on them by losing Gabe Vincent, Max Strus, and trading Victor Oladipo. This helps Miami hugely with tax penalties. As you guys know from recent videos that I posted, if the Miami Heat ran it back and just brought back every player from last season, they were going to have to pay tax penalties anywhere from $150 to $170 million. That's basically paying this team 2 NBA salary caps. You're paying over $300 million to bring this team back. Looks like Mickey Arison didn't want to do that. I respect that decision. I completely understand. It sucks you lose Gabe Vincent. The other update that came not too long ago, though, yesterday I told you guys that the Miami Heat were looking to do a three-way trade for for Max Strus. That was completed. The Miami Heat have officially traded Max Strus to the Cleveland Cavaliers as a part of a sign and trade. Max Strus gets a whopper, 4 years, $63 million. No way Miami was going to give him that contract, so nothing but respect for Max Strus. He goes to Cleveland, playoff team, in need of a shooter. He's definitely going to fit there. And then Miami, in return, they get a second-round draft pick. We don't know exactly what second-round pick. I'll give you guys the heads up when we find out. And then San Antonio, they get C.D. Osman, Lamar Stevens, and a second-round pick. So Cleveland wanted Max Strus really bad, you guys, because to give 2 second-round draft picks, 2 players, just to get Max Strus in a three-way trade, they wanted him bad. So Max Strus, thank you for everything that you've done. You know, we've seen Max Strus evolve on this team. Dude was a G League player that won the D League championship, hitting some big shots, motivating those young guys. He comes to this Heat roster, coming off the bench to be a spark plug shooter. He eventually takes Duncan Robinson's role, starts for the Heat last season. Him and Gabe Vincent were the very first undrafted backcourt ever in playoff history. They do that last year and this year. Max Strus, thank you for everything you've done. Best of luck to you. A little bit of update about Gabe Vincent, you guys. It looks like the contract numbers that I confirmed yesterday weren't accurate. Miami Heat actually offered Gabe Vincent 4 years, $33 million. He decided to go to the Lakers for 3 years, $32 million. Here's what I'm going to say about that. I said it yesterday, and I'll say it again. That sucks. Miami tried convincing Gabe Vincent to take a deal around $8.5 million per year. And the way that they were selling it to him is that, look, LA is going to pay you $11 million. That's nice. But after state taxes, which California has one of the largest ones, after those state taxes, that amount's not going to be different from what Miami and LA is offering. Similar to PJ Tucker last season, you guys. But these guys, they just want more money, I guess, on paper. And Gabe Vincent, I believe he was promised the starting role for the Lakers. Here in Miami, That's not promised. It is possible we could trade for a Damian Lillard, and if that happens, Gabe comes off the bench. So I'm sure he just wanted to increase his stock. So Gabe Vincent, thank you as well. We loved you here in the Miami Heat. Sucks to see you go. You were definitely a diamond in the rough, but best of luck to you, man. I hope Gabe Vincent and Max Strus find great success. Victor Oladipo, another huge thank you to you, man. We've been coveting you since 2017, trying to get him on this team every year. It finally happened in the 2021 deadline, but unfortunately, man was hampered by many injuries on this team. He did show you flashes of that all-star player. You were really looking at Victor Oladipo to be that solidified lockdown defender off the bench. So this sucks. It really sucks because you wanted Depot back at his high-quality production. You don't get that. So that's just the way it works in the NBA, you guys. It's not personal. It's business. You move forward and you try to upgrade this team. Now, with all of that said, you guys, here's the benefit on why Miami made these offers. Now, look, you could have brought Max Strus, Gabe Vincent, and Victor Oladipo back, but you would have had to pay huge tax penalties. By making these trades, something else opens up. Now, remember, we re-signed Kevin Love, and we also signed Josh Richardson to the vet minimum. But by not bringing back Gabe Vincent and Max Strus and trading Victor Oladipo's contract, that puts us under the second apron. When we signed Kevin Love and Josh Richardson, technically, that would put us over the second apron. The moratorium free agency is a 3-day period. So these contracts are not set in stone right now. They're just agreed. You can make changes in the moratorium period. It's a 3-day period. So the Miami Heat now have unlocked, by trading Victor Oladipo, their $5 million mid-level exception. Because remember, guys, just to break it down for you, there's 2 aprons in the luxury tax penalty. You have a first apron and a second apron. When you go over the first apron, you lose the $12.2 million mid-level exception. But when you go over the second apron, you lose the $5 million mid-level exception. So Miami has that $5 million mid-level exception now by trading Victor Oladipo. And why is this a big deal? Because before, as a second apron team, you can only offer minimum contracts like Josh Richardson. Now, this is going to give Miami a little bit of flexibility to bring another player here, i.e., the big man that you guys so covetedly are craving. Keep your eye on Brook Lopez, you guys. He has not made a decision on where he's going to go. So Miami have a few options, and now Miami can start focusing on Brook Lopez for a few reasons. If the market is kind of drying out, Milwaukee gave Chris Middleton a huge $1 million contract. They're limited, and they're going to be a second apron team by bringing back Brook Lopez. So Milwaukee needs to decide if that's something that they're going to do. If there's not, and I've heard from sources and rumors that Brook Lopez is looking at other teams to see what his options are. He was looking at Houston, but Houston already filled up their cap. Indiana filled up their cap. The only teams right now that have cap space really is Detroit and San Antonio. Brook Lopez wants to win. So what Miami Heat can do, you guys, and stay with me, we have 2 options. If we can convince Brook Lopez to take a little bit less money, take that $5 million mid-level exception like LaMarcus Aldridge did with San Antonio, that would be huge. Or, if Milwaukee is up to it, Miami can do a sign and trade for Brook Lopez. You can take that $9.4 million trade exception and sign Brook Lopez into a sign and trade. You can also attach Duncan Robinson's contract or Kyle Lowry's contract to entice it. Now look, I think Miami is saving Kyle Lowry and Duncan Robinson for a potential Damian Lillard trade. Remember that. We also have Tyler Hero's $27 million contract. So Miami still has 3 tradable contracts to trade for a superstar. We still have flexibility. But you don't have to use one of those guys maybe to trade for Brook Lopez. If you can talk Milwaukee into doing a sign and trade, if Brook Lopez is gone, they may not want to lose him for nothing. So this is something to keep your eye on, you guys, because now by trading Victor Oladipo's contract, it gives Miami Heat a little bit of flexibility. And if we know anything about this team, about Andy Ellisberg, he uses the salary cap to his advantage. I said this yesterday, you guys, and I will repeat myself again. Miami Heat did not let go of Gabe Vincent and Max Strus and Victor Oladipo for nothing. We were 3 games away of winning the NBA championship, you guys. I know Pat Riley has something brewing. We just need to be patient, and we just need to wait. I'm confident, you guys. I know we're going to get this done. Let me know what you think, you guys. What do you think about that trade for Victor Oladipo? How big do you think that is for us? What's your thoughts on Miami now unlocking the $5 million mid-level exception? Who do you think Miami can realistically grab with that? I know I'm shooting for the stars for Brook Lopez, you guys, but he's one of the best big men that's available out there, and Miami needs to try. You guys let me know what you think in the comments. But take a moment, hit that like button, smash the subscribe button, you guys. We are 40 subscribers away from 1,100 subscribers. We are on the road to 2K. Thank you guys so much for the love and support. And the moment I get an update, I'll be here cutting another video for you guys. Love y'all, and until next time, your boy Ernest out. That's enough said.